Hello, Man in Hat Diaries, back once again. Well, what have we got to discuss today? Well, today we can discuss the Notting Hill Carnival. Why the Notting Hill Carnival? Well, it starts today, or at least the kids' carnival starts today, and tomorrow will be the main carnival. But the reason for discussing it is because there seems to be certain people online that want it banned or changed in some way and moved from the streets to a park. Why? Well, it seems they seem to be saying that there's too much violence in the carnival. There is too much stabbings. There's too much robbery. There's too much violence. Too much crime. Now, whilst all of that is true, to some extent, there is crime, there is violence, there is stabbings, there is theft, robbery. But, now, carnival aside, you take the carnival out of London, guess what? You've got exactly the same things happening all over London. Everywhere. So, you probably actually got more stabbings, more robbery, more burglary, theft, crimes in general that are happening all over London on the same day as the carnival in London. More. There's probably more going on. So you take the carnival away from London, stop it, you've still got the same problems. It doesn't make them go away. I mean, do we really think that London will suddenly become this place of peace, security, where people just walk through the streets singing Kumbaya simply because we get rid of the carnival? Not going to happen, is it? Not going to happen. So people are saying ban the carnival because there's... But when you really start to think about the people that are actually saying ban the carnival, and you speak to them, you find out most of them have never been to the carnival. Most of them don't live in London, or they don't live in the Notting Hill area. Because those people that do live in the Notting Hill area and have houses in the Notting Hill area know that their houses are worth a little bit more simply because of the Notting Hill Carnival. So I'm pretty sure they don't want it moved or stopped. But then, let's talk about moving the carnival. Because some people say the carnival should be moved into a park. Regent's Park, or whatever it is. The thing is, most of the original carnivals all over the world, wherever you choose to go or wherever you've seen a carnival elsewhere, they all go through the streets. Why is that? Because it's part of the culture of the Caribbean carnival. It's part of the energy, it's part of the vibe. Now, if you want some make-believe carnival, some kind of cookie cut-out type carnival where everything is nice and lovely and in a nice little neat place, you can stick it in a park. But you're not going to have the energy of the original carnival, the Caribbean carnival. It's not going to be a Caribbean carnival anymore. It's just going to be like any other event that happens outside. It's just not going to be the same. Funny thing is, a lot of British people like to go to other areas where they get original culture. And now you've got some of the British types probably the mostly right-wing types that want to get rid of the Caribbean Carnival or change it in some way. No, I think it should stay the way it is. I get the violence argument, but you're not going to solve the violence problem within London itself by getting rid of something happens on over a couple of days. You're just not going to, are you? And guess what? They've found a family, a black family. What's her name? Cher Maximin, the lady that was stabbed last year and died. It's just so funny how the media latches onto a black family that now is calling for the carnival to be moved somewhere else and using that to best effect to try and force that into some decision of the government or the London mayor will have to take at some point, as if they're trying to force his hand in some way, and get the black community to force his hand, getting this black family to say, yes, this carnival needs to be moved. The thing is, I understand the pain that this family is going through for losing their daughter. But previously to that, was this family saying move the carnival? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, were they saying that? I mean, there's been people stabbed and hurt at carnivals before. The Notting Hill Carnival. But were they, that same family, saying the same things then? It's understandable how pain can change your mind, but why has that got to change the enjoyment of everybody else that goes to the carnival? I get their enjoyment of the carnival's probably changed for life, but 95% of the people that go to carnival enjoy themselves. 95% of them, possibly higher, do not get robbed, do not end up in some violent conflict, do not get hurt. They go out, they enjoy themselves, and they come back home safely. So why do we have to change a whole carnival for 5%? I just don't see the point. But that's my opinion. Over and out. Till next time. Man in Hat Diaries.